Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the 7th Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 from director Chris McQuarrie, and of course starring Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt of the IMF, the Impossible Mission Force, as they must take on a giant, all-knowing artificial intelligence that has recruited a pretty dangerous agent from Ethan's past. And in this film we have Luther and Benji and Ilsa coming back, being Raim, Simon Pegg, and Rebecca Ferguson. And Ethan is caught up in this mission and winds up being caught up with a thief played by Haley Atwell Grace. And this film, and they bring back a whole other bunch of characters from Vanessa Kirby's The White Widow and Henry Czerny's Kittredge from like the first Mission Impossible. You have Issei Morales, who plays Gabriel, our main antagonist, Pon Clementif, who plays his henchman, Shea Wingham, who plays an agent Briggs who's after Ethan on this mission. There's a lot of moving parts, and this is indeed a part 1. But what I liked about it is it has a satisfying ending to a specific part of this mission. It ends on, okay, this has been completed. There just happens to be part 2 of said mission, and there's plenty of space to regroup and go on that mission. And that's what I appreciate about this in the way that it's framed as a part 1. It has a satisfying conclusion to the specific arc, which is to find this MacGuffin. It's this key, the key to everything. And this film starts off with a thrilling submarine sequence, and it really sets up a lot of the mystery to the story, this artificial intelligence, and you have obviously this giant conspiracy. What I also appreciate about this film is there's a sense of danger and stakes. Not everybody's going to make out of this film okay, and I got a little emotional as somebody who's been watching Mission Impossible since I had the first one on VHS. Probably watching it way too young because that came out like 96 and I was 5 years old at that point, but it's one of those kinds of things where this series has grown because there's themes of friendship and camaraderie and that family dynamic of Ethan and Luther and Benji and Ilsa, and there's some stakes there. I also love Grace. She's a fantastic new presence in this film, and Haley Atwell kills it. Her chemistry with Tom Cruise, off the charts. And, having the likes of Vanessa Kirby coming back, who's great, Morales and Clementif, who are new to and Wingham even, who are new to the table, really delivering. And Vanessa Kirby, just, like I said, great. And Czerny as Kittredge is such an interesting arrival in this series. Probably the two things that you could probably pick some bones at is there's a lot of exposition, but I feel like McQuarrie does a good job of adding style to those scenes and making it feel interesting and engaging. It doesn't feel flat and just having a bunch of information dumped on you, even though it is a bunch of information being dumped on you. And it's also 2 hours and 43 minutes, which I will concede that it probably could have been tighter. But what I love about this film is it's so engaging and fun and exciting. The way they balance the humor and the thrills and the action are great. And I feel like that allows for, those scenes might be long, but I was engaged the whole time, and I was enjoying the ride. Because there's great action sequences from a really thrilling airport kind of cat and mouse game to this giant chase in Italy, which also includes a little tiny yellow Fiat. And you have this fantastic sequence in Venice and a train at the climax of the film. Each of those beats are shown off. And of course, Tom Cruise's insane dive off of that cliff. And everything, the action's incredible. McQuarrie directed the hell out of this. Lorne Balfe, his score is one of the best of the year. Blew me away. So exciting. There's so many great practical stunts in this that really, really work. The camera placement in these action sequences is inspired. They even showed some featurettes before my Prime Theater experience that I went. My wife and I went to see this in Prime Theater. Could feel it shaking you the whole time. It's so exciting. This film, is it better than Fallout? Maybe. It did have more emotion. I feel like it hit on a deeper emotional level because some of the choices that they make. And the mission against this AI is so timely. I feel like this film might have that bit of an edge. But in general, I'm so excited for next year to see part 2 that I sold. I'm a huge fan of action. I'm an action film snob, to be perfectly honest. And this delivered easy. Like, this just proves that Mission Impossible is one of the greatest action franchises of all time, and they keep it up. So, go see it on the biggest screen possible, and listen to Tom Cruise do all this stuff beforehand, because there was like 3 trailers and a whole bunch of vignettes and stuff for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. I'm like, aren't we about to watch this? So, exciting. What an amazing experience. But those are my thoughts on Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Let me know what you think. Let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.